Welcome to Live Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at an article called Vlad the Impaler, the Real Count Dracula. Ooh, that sounds really, really scary. Right? Draculas.
Do you like Dracula? I mean, people have sort of favorite monsters, some people might really like zombies.
Or
some
Frankenstein.
Or a mummy that's wrapped up, like that kind of thing. Or werewolves. Do you think that Dracula is a cool...
Well, I mean, you can see them all the time on Halloween, right?
That's true.
These are scary characters that people usually dress up as on Halloween. So, but I guess they're pretty cool. But how about you? Do you like Draculas?
I really like Dracula, yeah. And I dressed up as Dracula when I was a kid for Halloween. And I have to admit, I looked pretty scary.
Really?
I looked pretty good, yeah.
Did you put makeup on everything?
Well, my mom did.
And then with the blood.
With blood coming down. And then my face was white.
Scary.
And even my eyes were red.
Okay, like blood-sucking monster.
Yeah, it was really cool, blood coming out of my eyes, and I looked like a really cool vampire, and I got lots of candy. That's the point.
Because you had a really awesome costume.
You have a cool costume, and then people will be like, here, take one more. Yeah,
I guess so, but I have to admit that I don't know too much about Draculas. I mean, I just know that we see them all the time on Halloween, but not to worry because today's lesson is all about Draculas.
Well, it's all about Dracula.
Oh, that's
There's only one.
The real Count Dracula.
He's a kind of vampire. But Dracula is Dracula.
That's right.
There's not more than one Dracula.
Okay, the one and only.
Let's get this straight.
Okay.
Okay, let's get into today's lesson.
We've all heard of Count Dracula, the blood-drinking vampire who can turn into a bat and lives in an ancient castle. But while Count Dracula is a fictional character who was created by author Bram Stoker, he is based on a real person, Vlad III. He is better known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula. Vlad III was a Romanian prince who lived in the 15th century. In Romania, he is considered a national hero. This is because he fought bravely against the powerful Ottoman Empire.
So, Vlad the Impaler, the real Count Dracula.
That's right. But first of all, what is an impaler?
So Vlad is like the guy's name, right? And he's the Impaler. So he impales people.
What does that mean, to impale?
To impale means to take something through a sharp object, like a stick, and stick the stick through maybe the body or whatever it is.
It could be an animal.
It could be an animal that's impaled. It could be a human. But if somebody gets stuck with some sharp object and basically their weight lands on that, and then maybe the sharp object will go through them.
So basically the impaler is the person that does that, right?
So
that's horrifying.
He sounds like a pretty scary dude.
That's right. Okay, well, let's read all about him.
Okay.
We've all heard of Count Dracula, the blood-drinking vampire who can turn into a bat and lives in an ancient castle. So a lot of us have heard of Dracula before, right?
We've all heard of Dracula,
And then we know that he's the blood-drinking vampire and then can turn into a bat and lives in an ancient castle. So ancient just means a long, long time ago, right? Like a castle a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I think that's cool that he can turn into a bat.
I know. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, okay. But while Count Dracula is a fictional character who was created by author Bram Stoker, he is based on a real person, Vlad III.
He's based on a real person, so he's not just completely made up?
Yeah, it's actually a real person who gave Bram Stoker this idea to create the character of Dracula.
Okay.
Right, so we have a vocabulary word here first, which is author. Right? So an author is somebody who writes stories or writes any kind of thing. It doesn't have to be a story. It could be something that's like nonfiction. You could write a dictionary or an encyclopedia and be an author. So it just means you typically publish your stories too. So for example, we read a short story by an American author in class.
All right. Okay, let's continue with the article. He is better known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula.
Ooh, I've never heard Vlad Dracula. But I've heard of Vlad the Impaler.
Sounds like a really
Dracula.
scary character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how about let's go to Henny first and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 Vlad the Impaler, the Real Count Dracula， 穿刺者弗拉德真实的德古拉伯爵。先补充一下 ，impaler 这个字，它表示穿刺者，它其实是由动词 impale 穿刺，然后搭配字尾 er 表示什么什么的人，把这两部分结合而成。同学们应该都有听过德古拉伯爵，那个会喝人血会变成蝙蝠，住在古堡里面的吸血鬼。那虽然德古拉伯爵是作者 Bram Stoker 所创作出来的虚构角色，但是啊，它其实是根据一个真实人物而来的哦。这个人叫做弗拉德三世，那他更广为人知的名字是穿刺者弗拉德，或者是弗拉德德古拉。好，来看单字 author。author 这个名词表示作者、作家。Shane 老师在解释这个单字时有提到 nonfiction 表示非小说或者是写实文学。老师还有提到 encyclopedia 表示百科全書。好，那接回到課文中。
Okay, so thank you very much, Hanny. Let's continue. Vlad III was a Romanian prince who lived in the 15th century. Oh, so he lived during, if it's the 15th century, that's the 1400s, right?
That's right.
He lived in the 15th century.
That's right.
Okay.
So it's based on this character. I wonder if he liked to drink blood. Is that why?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, let's learn more about him. In Romania, he is considered a national hero. So when you say someone is a national hero, national basically just means your country, right? Like a hero for your country. You have done something great. You're like the hero. You've done something to help everybody. This is because he fought bravely against the powerful Ottoman Empire.
Okay, so he was a brave Vlad.
That's right.
Let's go to Hanny. We'll be right back.
Okay.
弗拉德三世是15世纪罗马尼亚的一位亲王，在罗马尼亚，他被视为民族英雄，这是因为他勇敢对抗了强大的鄂图曼帝国。文中的 prince 在这边是指小国的国君、亲王。Romania 表示罗马尼亚。Ottoman Empire 表示鄂图曼帝国。那我们接回到课文中。
Thank you, Hanny. Okay, so we basically learned something pretty important here, that Dracula is based on a real person, Vlad the Impaler, who's actually Vlad the Third. So that is pretty interesting stuff.
Exactly, but I wonder, but we haven't talked about the blood drinking or blood sucking part,
Okay,
right?
I hope that comes. I'd like to know more about that. Okay, let's go to the second part of the article and we'll be right back.
All right.
To most of the world, though, he is famous for how he punished people. When someone got on the wrong side of him, he would impale them with a sharp stick. Sounds painful. However, Vlad's scary reputation doesn't just come from his cruel actions. It is also believed that he had a medical condition that made him cry blood. It is little wonder then that Bram Stoker decided to base his classic horror character on the prince. Vlad the Impaler was truly a real-life monster.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
So before the break, we were learning about the scary character, Dracula. And we know that it was created by the author Bram Stoker, right?
Yes.
And it's actually based on a real person, Vlad III, who was a Romanian prince, right?
Right.
And he was a national hero. So everyone considered him to be a hero. That's a really positive and great thing, right? But Dracula seems scary.
Well, Vlad III was also Vlad the Impaler,
That's
which is pretty scary to be impaling people. So, I don't know. Let's learn a little bit more. Maybe we'll get some more
information.
Okay.
All right.
So, to most of the world, though, he is famous for how he punished people. Okay, so this is going to be talking about the impaling.
Okay, so he is famous for, people know him for this thing, right?
Yes.
People know him of how he punished people. When someone got on the wrong side of him, he would impale them with a sharp stick. Sounds painful. Okay, when someone got on the wrong side of him, meaning that maybe they don't agree with him, they have a different opinion, or maybe
There's enemy.
Yeah, exactly. So they're on the wrong side. They're not on the same side with him, right? Uh-oh. So he doesn't sound like a very nice person.
Yeah, so to be a hero, but you still do that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's not the kind of hero I want to be.
That's true.
Okay, so what is a stick?
Okay, so a stick, that is a noun. A stick usually is a thin, often wooden piece that can be used for support, hitting, or as a tool.
Or as an impaling.
That's right. So for example, you can say the boy used a stick to draw in the sand.
Okay,
you can draw a picture in the sand.
That seems like a better way to use a stick.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go to Hanny.
All right.
刚刚说弗拉德三世勇敢对抗强大的鄂图曼帝国，被视为民族英雄。不过对大多数世人而言，他是以惩罚人民的手段闻名的。当有人惹怒他的时候，他就会用一根尖锐的木棍刺穿他们，真的很残忍哎。好，来看一下单字 stick 这个名词，它表示木棍、木条或是枝条，而文中用到 get on the wrong side of somebody 是表达惹怒某人。好，那我们接回课文中。
All right, thank you so much, Hanny. All right, let's continue the reading. However, Vlad's scary reputation doesn't just come from his cruel actions. Okay, so he has a reputation for just being scary, but it's not just from impaling people. Now, what does it mean to be scary? Scary is something that makes you feel afraid or nervous. It might make your heart beat fast or make you want to run and hide. So, for example, crossing that old bridge was a bit scary.
You feel afraid.
Yes.
Okay. And it is also believed that he had a medical condition that made him cry blood. Okay, that sounds kind of scary. Just trying to picture that in my mind. He's crying, but not with normal tears, but you see blood coming out from his eyes when he's crying.
Maybe it's because he killed and impaled so many people that he drank their blood. So then when he cried tears of blood. Is that what? I don't know.
But I think it's a medical condition,
but
right?
It's pretty scary no matter what it is. Okay. It is little wonder then that Bram Stoker decided to base his classic horror character on the prince.
That's right.
So he is really the perfect real life person to base a fictional monster on. Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at this word here, horror, and that is an adjective. So horror is a feeling of great shock, fear, and worry caused by something extremely unpleasant. So for example, you can say, Sam watched a horror movie alone last night. Why would you do that? Why would you watch a horror movie by yourself, Sam?
I would do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never. You love horror movies.
I love horror movies. I wouldn't be scared.
Okay, and let's continue. Vlad the Impaler was truly a real life monster. And definitely, I mean, like some people consider him to be a national hero, but I think he really did a lot of things that were very cruel, and that's really scary.
Right.
So he was a real life monster, right?
Yeah, because to act like a monster and be real life monster, because a monster is usually a make-believe creature that is usually big, or it could be strange or scary in some way. So monsters are often in stories, movies, or even dreams. So for an example sentence, we have, the thief who hurt the old man is a real monster.
So you're describing this person as somebody really scary, right? Yeah. Who has done an awful thing. Okay.
Let's go to Hanny.
弗拉德三世有着可怕的名声，这并不只是跟他残忍的行径有关。一般认为他有罹患一种会让他眼泪流出血泪的疾病，难怪这个作者 Bram Stoker 会决定以这一位亲王来创作他的经典恐怖角色。好，单字 scary 是形容可怕的、恐怖的。Horror 也可以描述这个影片或故事情节是恐怖的、惊恐的。再来 monster 这个名词，它表示恶人、残忍的人，或者是指怪物。Shane 老师提到怪物多半是虚构的，那老师用到 make believe 可以用来形容是想象的、虚构的。好，这边还有两个重点。第一个重点是 it is believed 加上 that 子句，可以表达一般认为怎么样，句性怎么样。句型当中的 it 是虚主词，而真正的主词是 that 子句。用被动语态来表达出普遍客观的立场。我们也可以把 that 子句的主词移到句首，然后把后面接上不定词，改写成主词 be believed to 加原形动词。好，这边来造一个例句。It is believed that the painting is over 500 years old. 也可以说成 The painting is believed to be over 500 years old.一般认为那幅画有超过500年的历史。好，第二个重点 ，it is little wonder 加上 that 子句，可以表达难怪怎么样，什么什么并不奇怪。好，这里的 it 是虚主词，真正的主词是 that 子句。那这个 it is 可以省略 ，little 也可以改用 no 或者是 small 来代替。举例来说。He's humorous, charming, and easygoing. It's no wonder that everyone loves him. 他幽默迷人又随和，难怪大家都喜爱他。那这个例句里面的第二句，你也可以直接说 No wonder everyone loves him. 好，那解剖课文中。
Okay, so we learned quite a lot of interesting things about this character, Dracula, right?
Yeah, it's really
I didn't know
cool.
anything about Draculas. I just knew that I saw them a lot or very often on Halloween.
Yeah, and you keep saying Draculas, like just because you see lots of them on Halloween, there's still only one. Those are just little vampires running around.
One and only.
Yeah, this is the one and only. It's really cool that he's based on a real actual person.
I would never, before reading this article, I would never have guessed.
Yeah, so now we know.
That's right. Okay, how about let's review the article again, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sounds great. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
We've all heard of Count Dracula, the blood-drinking vampire who can turn into a bat and lives in an ancient castle. But while Count Dracula is a fictional character who was created by author Bram Stoker, he is based on a real person, Vlad III. He is better known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula. Vlad III was a Romanian prince who lived in the 15th century. In Romania, he is considered a national hero. This is because he fought bravely against the powerful Ottoman Empire. To most of the world, though, he is famous for how he punished people. When someone got on the wrong side of him, he would impale them with a sharp stick. Sounds painful. However, Vlad's scary reputation doesn't just come from his cruel actions. It is also believed that he had a medical condition that made him cry blood. It is little wonder, then, that Bram Stoker decided to base his classic horror character on the prince. Vlad the Impaler was truly a real-life monster.
最后我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。 单字的部分有 author 名词，它表示作者、作家 ；stick 名词表示木棍、木条或枝条 ；scary 是形容可怕的、恐怖的。Horror 可以用来描述影片或故事，它的情节是恐怖的、惊恐的。Monster 名词，它表示恶人或是残忍的人，也可以表达怪物。文法的部分，我们第一个学到 It is believed that 主词加动词是表达一般认为怎么样，句性怎么样，也可以把这句改成主词 be believed to 加原形动词。第二个我们学到 It is little wonder that 主词加动词表达难怪怎么样，什么什么并不奇怪。好，那其中的 it is 可以省略掉 little 也可以改用 no 或者是 small 来代替。好，那么以上今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Sand sculptures are temporary creations formed by shaping sand into different things like animals, people, or buildings. And today's location of Fulong Beach is really well known for its annual sand sculpture festival. Let's see what else Fulong Beach has in store for us to explore. Fulong Beach is in Gongliao, New Taipei City. It is famous in northern Taiwan for its water sports. People enjoy activities like kayaking, surfing, and beach volleyball. Nearby stores rent out all kinds of beach supplies. Also, the Fulong International Sand Sculpture Art Festival is held every year. It features beautiful sand sculptures. The Hohaiyang Gongliao Rock Festival is held in the summer. The event hosts groups from Taiwan and abroad. Fulong Beach is a great place to go in the summer. I have seen the sand sculptures at Fulong Beach before, and they are simply exquisite. The amount of detail those sculptors put into their sand sculptures is incredible. I definitely recommend you pay a visit to Fulong Beach. You won't regret it.